Welcome to the video, guys. Today's an exciting one because I'm going to go through the top 10 things that you need to do as a real estate agent to sell 100 homes a year. Over the last 23 years, I've compiled the things that work for me, and I'm going to go through that in detail with you. You're going to want to stick around, watch this entire video. Of course, if you're new to the channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that ring notification button as well, and also like the video to help the algorithm. My name is Ty Corsi with the Ty Corsi Group, also referred to at Sold by Ty on Instagram. Thank you for watching. Let's get into the video. Number one, the first thing that you're going to do is you want to master that database. Your sphere of influence is going to be the most important thing. What I want you to do is get a piece of paper and write down all the people that you know. Try to get 100 of those people. Of course, all your friends, family, anybody that you talk to on a regular basis, maybe people that you went to high school with. Facebook is a really good tool to go back and see those people that have connected with you over those years. Those are your sphere that are going to help you throughout the year, and those are the ones you're going to gather a lot of information. First of all of their emails. You're going to send them a message, say you're a new realtor, you're an existing realtor, and you're compiling a newsletter for real estate. And if they'd like to be on that, a lot of people will say yes. Get their full names. Of course, you get their phone number, their email, which is really important for the e-newsletter. And those will be the people that you're going to get all their house anniversary dates, birthdays. When you see stuff on Facebook happen, you're going to chime in and comment on those. We'll get into that, how that works. But of course, your database is the biggest one, your sphere of influence, number one. Number two, you're going to build a high production team. Now, this is what I say to people that are in real estate. Usually the magic number for real estate where you need to start hiring is around 20 to 25 deals. That's the magic number we need some help. And the reason for that is you just simply can't do all the back end, stay up on all your newsletters, your birthdays. It's really tough to do that when you're doing over 25 deals. So as soon as you hit the 20 to 25 deal mark, you're going to hire somebody as a part-time assistant. You're going to pay them per day, or you're going to pay them per hour. The second you get a little bit busier and you get that 30 or 35 deal, you're going to make that person that's your admin a full-time admin, and that's going to come on your team. Now, one thing that you're going to really want to work on is hiring somebody that, of course, would be like a buyer's agent that can run around for you, because running around showing houses eats up valuable time that you have to work on and in the business. So those are the two most important people. Admin to do all your paperwork. You never should be doing a contract again. And as well, a buyer's agent to help you run around, open up doors, open houses, lock boxes, appraisals, all those kinds of things to build that team. The administration person is going to be your most important person. Mine has been with me all 23 years, believe it or not. She knows almost every client's name, kid's name, dog's name, all the birthdays are in order, house anniversaries. They save so much time. Diane is a lifesaver. That buyer specialist is going to take around buyers that would be considered usually your B and C buyers. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, typically you'll have a buyer lead, which will be your best friends or family. Now, you can take them around because they're close to you. Now, somebody that would be a B or C lead might be somebody that have sold their house with you, reached out, had a lead online, open house, and they're going to now rebuy. That would be a B buyer that your buyer's agent can show them around. The easiest way to do this, to groom them in, to of course learn, would be to come along on a listing presentation if those people are going to sell and rebuy, and that buyer's agent's going to help them the second they sell their house and moving into the buying position. They are going to help you and save you a ton of time, because listings are the name of the game, and you want to working on the business. They can take around them as the buyer agent. So that's really important to remember. Get that team going as as you build and grow. You want to get that database. Number two is start to build some sort of team from there. And number three, systems, guys. The only way a real estate business can scale is the systems behind that. Yes, you need the admin, but how do you keep track of all those clients? Now, the most important tool is having some sort of CRM or database that you can keep track of people. We use Trello. If you've never heard of it, Trello is a great client database where you can keep all the names of the people, when they bought homes, if they're a current seller, current buyer, past client, all of their information stays in there. And from there, we take that, input it into like a Google Calendar, and drip campaigns. You can do things like that where they'll get automatic newsletters, which is great. MailChimp, which is amazing. Some platforms or websites do mail e-newsletters. Avenue HQ, which is one of them, a good website which does monthly newsletters if you've never heard of it. Those are systems to keep your clients top of mind. Remember that. Implement those systems. If you've had other people tell you what systems work for them, reach out to them. But I could reach out and, of course, give you some of the ones that work for me. Systems. Google Calendar is your friend. Trello is going to be your friend. Label campaigns, drip campaigns, all those sorts of things to keep all those people top of mind for you. Now, the lead follow-up is important. Listing presentations. You want to be able to schedule listing appointments and have your admins schedule all the measuring, the photography, receiving those photos, receiving those floor plans, putting them online, doing your data sheets. Those systems will save you just a ton of time down the road. Now, another good thing, of course, is a client to close checklist. Really cool. What you want to do is, in Trello, we have all the systems from the start to the end on how it works. From signing up the listing to getting the photography, listing goes in, touch bases go in, receiving an offer, how it works, where all the documents go up until the closing date. Our clients have that system in place from start to finish, from the day we meet them until the day we get their keys to give them up. That system helps build a business. You need to get those systems. Client touch points is another important one we'll talk about, but touching those clients at least 20 to 25 times a year is crucial. Next, number 4, I'm telling you guys, you need to prioritize video marketing and content creation. The only way that you're going to scale the real estate business is to get on video. That really is the only way. And scaling your brand is by video. Video conveys emotion. People can see how you are through video. It's very tough to lie every time you press record through a lens. And that's the way that my business is scaled. Video marketing. You want to have video, YouTube, thumbnail ads. You want to have all sorts of Facebook ads. You want to be very active, of course, on social, your business page, LinkedIn, all those platforms that you need to advertise on, whether it's short video, long video content, like this sorts of thing. This will scale your business. Be very consistent on that. One thing that's really cool is like neighborhood tours people like. I have Tours by Ty, which people love. You have other things where you can, of course, showcase communities, right? Ty City Guide, another one. All that play on is the TCG, the brand. Everything plays off of that. So neighborhood tours are important. Market updates, homeowner tips, which are important. Q&A sessions when people ask really important questions on how the process works. These videos are really good. Video marketing. Leverage that. YouTube, TikTok, LinkedIn, Facebook, of course, Instagram. 5 platforms that you can use to get your business to really skyrocket. Now, number 5, keep this in mind, utilizing, of course, a robust CRM, that technology leverage, which is really important. Now, as you get into CRMs, there's many that you can choose from. Lots of people believe in certain CRMs with drip campaigns that work really well, but it's a great way to categorize all your leads because you're unsure of how cold leads, hot leads, who you talk to, all those sorts of things. So when it comes to actually structuring clients and seeing where people are at, I'll jump back to Trello. Trello is a really good one just to see where people are. A Trello worksheet, which anybody on your team can access, you can move them across to see where people are. For example, you can have active buyers, active sellers, people that are 1 month away, 3 months away, 9 months away, 1 year away, people that you've talked to in the last few years. And as you chat with people to see where they're at, you can actually move them across. Let me give you an example. Active buyers, active sellers, that's pretty obvious. But if you talk to somebody and they say, Ty, I think we want to do something in the next few months, make that note, jump them into Trello, put them in as a new client, and move them over to that 60-day campaign where you can reach out to them in 60 days and put it back in your Google Calendar to reach out to Mr. and Mrs. Smith because you know in 60 days they'll be reaching out to you. And you can go through that list 60 days later and reach out to all those people. It's such a good way. People get lost with clients, they forget where they go. And something like that to categorize those people and not forget them is key. And Trello, best yet, is a free platform. So take a look at that. Number 6, focus on listings. As I say in our business, list to exist. Listings are everything. And the reason for that, I'm mainly a listing agent. I am about 90% of my deals a year would be listings. The reason for that is you can put your brand on there. Everybody sees your brand. Everybody sees your marketing. And when people have signs in the ground, their business can explode tenfold. And this is the reason for that. Most people that have to sell have to rebuy. So every time you get a listing, it could potentially be 2 listings right off the bat. Those people are selling and buying, or they're selling and leaving, going somewhere else. You can get a referral from another realtor out of area, leverage that market as well. The list to exist idea happened when I started real estate, and I realized that if I can take over an area and have lots of signs in the ground, people can see who it is. There was a gentleman that worked in our business for about 20 years. He specialized as being a buyer's agent, and nobody knew who he was because all he did was work a lot of buyers every year. Now, yes, that can be a really good thing. You keep your marketing costs down, all those sorts of things. But if you want to scale your business and you're not given steady leads, listings are the way to go. So create a farm. You want to have a geographical farming area. I would say 2,000 homes or less if you're going to create a flyer campaign. Hit those houses every 3 weeks for the first year. Believe it or not, 1 straight year. They call it the power of 10. It's actually the power of 5 when it started, but let's call it 10. The first 7 flyers that you do in an area get thrown straight in the garbage. Number 8 and 9 get noticed. Number 10 gets a phone call. Keep that in mind. The consistency of geographic farming is so important. Start with 2,000 homes. Don't do your whole entire area of 10,000 homes. You will go broke and you won't be able to afford it every 21 days. But stick with about 2,000. That's a magic number. Hit it every 3 weeks. Do it for a year and you will see that geographic farming area explode and you'll become a listing agent tycoon in that certain area. Okay. Next, number 7, be very consistent on lead generation and prospecting time. Every single day you should be working in and on the business. You should dedicate at least 2 hours a morning to do lead generation. Now, if it's going to everything, setting up open houses, that's lead generation. Reaching out to for sale by owners, expiry listings, that's lead generation. Setting up a farm area to send flyers, market creation, marketing a street, all those sorts of things would be working on lead generation. For me, I try to spread around everything. Okay, so I still work for sale by owners. I still work expired listings. I love working open houses, especially in an area that I work. If I get a listing in an area that I'm known to work in, so I'll just give you a couple examples, an area called Sullivan Station or Panorama Ridge, 2 areas in my neighborhood. If I get a listing in that area, I try to do an open house because everybody sees me in that area. If I do an open house, they'll pop in, they'll say hi, and it's a free interview. Most people looking at a house won't buy that house. What they're doing is they're actually leaning into you as an interview and potentially use you in the future. You know what I mean? How many people I've done on an open house where they reach out to me after and say, I met you last year, we want to sell now. So that is really important to do on lead generation, daily things, work on it every day, 2 hours a day. I always find it's good to do it between 8 and 10 a.m. It's a very quiet time of the day where not a lot of people are reaching out, as opposed to the afternoon and evening where buyers are able to go out, call you on offers, those types of things. So 8 to 10, 2 hours a day, work on that. Really important. Now, number 8. Run your business by numbers. It's really important to track the numbers, track the conversions, what's working. How much are you spending on your business and how much are you getting in return? If you spend $1, are you making 3? That's the magic one. It's really tough to do when you start, but you need to get to a point where $1 equals 3. You spend 1, you make 3. Track all those numbers, calculate it. A lead acquisition, how much is it costing you? For me, I explored everywhere. I spent on lead generation online, flyers, targeted YouTube ads, targeted Facebook ads, spending money at open houses, client events, all those sorts of things to see where it works. And the reality is doing a little bit everywhere is a lot better than putting a ton of money in one thing. Spread it all around. That way people do see you everywhere. If you have a couple bus benches, do a couple. Don't take 40 bus benches. Just take a couple and then spend it on something else. I find spreading it around, when somebody sees I see you everywhere, that works. When somebody sees, oh, I get your flyers like all the time in one area, that's just that person getting it in that area. You want to spread it all around the place so everybody sees you everywhere. So track those numbers. What is it costing you? The magic number should be about 3 earned dollars for 1 spent dollar. If you can do that. Now, if you're spending 1 to get 2, that's not quite good enough. That puts a lot of pressure on you when you're spending half that money on expenses. So the real goal is to earn 3, spend 1. Keep that in mind. Number 9, cultivate a dream. Cultivate a dream network of people. The Dream 100 Network is a list of people that you want to do business with. These people would be influential people, business owners, developers, investors. Create a list of 100 people that you think you could do future business with. This is a really good one for people that are realtors, been in the business 3, 4, 5, 10 years. You've met a lot of people. You know different areas where you can reach out to. You talk to plumbers, people that own plumbing companies, electrical companies, HVAC companies, irrigation companies, all those owners that you want to talk to and tell them about your services. Introduce who you are. Try to put that connection together to send referrals. Those people are in your Dream 100 network. I heard it back in the day about doing that, and I remember, the Dream 100. Keep all those high network people that you can reach out to and keep them in mind. Find certain ways to add value, of course, so they can keep on the radar. These high level people will be very lucrative and reputable in business. They will refer your name everywhere. Here's a prime example. I became close friends with somebody at a home warranty company. The home warranty company issues 2, 5, 10 home warranties in British Columbia. They send my name out for new home construction sales, and I've got many leads from that. So that's a very high net worth individual that owns the company. They've kind of met me through the start. We've stayed close friends since, and look at that. Referrals come from that. And number 10, guys, financial leverage and reinvestment. You need to learn that at the start of your business, at the middle of your business, at the end of your business, you need to keep reinvesting money, okay? If you keep drawing money out of your business, and yes, you could take holidays, yes, you can have fun times like that, but you need to be very careful. In real estate, it's ebbs and flows. We know the market. When it's racing, we think it's great. When it's down, we're wondering when it's coming back. Right now, we're in a market that's very shaky. It could go up, could go down again. So you need to reinvest the dollars that you can back into the business. Keep your name at the forefront of people's minds. Keep your name seen all the time. People should be able to recognize you when you walk into your shopping market, your shopping center, like a little grocery store. People should recognize you. If they do in an area that you farm, you know that you're doing the right thing. So that's a good little test. Walk into that area. If somebody recognizes you, you're doing the right marketing, right? So reinvesting in your business, profits back into the business. When times are great, put some money away and put it into the business. That way, when times tighten up, you're able to, of course, have those savings to keep it going. I always find in my business a great, idea in terms of what's working, what's not, is try to spend the same amount every month throughout the year. Okay, don't have months where you crank it up and don't have months where you drop right off. When you disappear, when you're in everybody's mailbox and then you disappear, people are going to think, what happened to them? Well, maybe they just couldn't do it. They left. You want to be the person that's in there all the time. So when times are great, put money aside, right? All of these things that you do, from systems to working on listings, lead generation, leveraging money back in the market, your top 100 people, creating that sphere list, all these things that we talked about are ways that you're going to get to 100 deals. Now, for me, I would consistently do between 20 and 30 deals. And when I started to do some of this, I finally got to 50. Then I hired help. 2 people, got to 75. From there, I hired a 4th person, got to 100 plus. That is the way that you're going to get 100 sales. Guys, implement all these things. You'll see your business absolutely skyrocket. I'm here to answer any questions that you have in the comments below. You can type anything out, and I'm happy to answer those for you. But I'm here to help, guys, and I'm here to grow your business so you could become the best realtor that you can be. Once again, make sure to subscribe to the channel. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Hit subscribe or hit the ring notification button. I'm Ty Corsi with the Ty Corsi Group at Sold by Ty on Instagram. Thank you for watching, and I look forward to putting many and more of these videos out, guys. Let's get after it. 100 deals.